Hey there, folks. Andre the Game Idea Guy here, and I'm noticing a little bit disturbing of a trend, and I keep running into them on YouTube, running into videos that are solely produced by AI. And I'm not mad at the concept of that. That doesn't bug me. That really truly doesn't bug me. The problem comes down to when these videos are produced and whoever's using them doesn't gather their own resources for their video. They don't create their own resources for their video. That's where it becomes a problem for me. I think I may have talked about this before, I'm not sure. But there are creators having their videos stolen and then reproduced in AI. I mean, it's already bad enough that we had people stealing people's content and then, quote unquote, translating it to different languages and not, again, gathering their resources and giving their own perspectives, but repeating other people's perspectives just in a different language and not even giving those people credit. And we now have AI doing the same thing, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in a different language. And then we also have AI videos that are being produced where the subject is one thing and then it has a jarring switch to something else in the middle of it, which I just experienced not that long ago. And I ended up coming to the conclusion that the video is AI, mostly because of the pronunciation of a lot of the names of the characters that it was talking about, which AI can be trained to say words properly if you give it the phonetics of the word next to the actual word. People don't know that yet. Something I've learned because I have tested a couple of AI bots. I'm not telling you which ones. I can't tell you which ones, honestly. But you can train an AI to say something phonetically correct. But if somebody's just taking one, if they're either typing it up and just letting the voice speak, or they are letting it gather resources on its own and then produce a video, things may not come out the correct way as far as naming. So that's how I figured it was an AI video. That and the jarring switch from one subject, which was the title subject, to a different one. Yeah, I'm like, this is likely an AI video. This is more likely, and in this sense, it's probably stolen content because of that jarring switch. And even when I listen to the video, it doesn't really truly answer what the title of the video is. Which sometimes that happens even with people. I know that potentially happens with me sometimes, where I set out to talk about one thing specifically, but then I trail off of that beaten subject and slide off into something else. I've been trying to be better about that. But it's not a jarring switch with me from one thing to the next. It's a natural progression from what I'm talking to something else connected to that thing. So for a jarring flip like that to happen, that tells me that was an AI produced video, and the person that produced it or that has it produced for their channel is just either writing out a script, or they're even just putting in a prompt and letting the AI find the resources, find the information, create the script, and put it together. Which that I have a problem with. I have a problem with that particular thing. It's one thing to use AI to help you script something, like you ask questions to an AI and it gathers up resources, but you're also supposed to verify the information the AI gives. AI can't always be correct because there are multitudes of information that are out there And you need to be able to verify the information. Sometimes AI pulls information from sources that sound similar to something, but they're not the same. And people do this. So I can't necessarily be mad at a machine that does it, because it has to be developed to do something different. But you're supposed to verify that information, and that to me is concerning, that there are a lot of people doing that. And also that we have so many bots on YouTube right now that make comments on videos that are like there. And I don't think these are bots that people are paying for to boost their videos. I just think that these are bots that are being released onto YouTube to basically and potentially content farm. That's my theory. I don't know for sure. But my theory is that there are bots out there to content farm, to shoot that information back to someone else, and the bots are set to look for certain types of content, so that the people that want to reproduce content can do so with a library of information. The only problem is, once it starts getting found out, especially when someone knows that they made an incorrect statement or something, and they find out somebody's been copying them or something has been copying them, it's going to cause problems. And that's something that needs to be nipped ASAP. It needs to be stopped as quickly as possible. Because otherwise, YouTube is going to be overrun with these videos. And the AI voices are going to get better and better. And they're going to start sounding like people in the traditional sense. They're going to start sounding like people who are just having natural conversations, just having a natural flow of conversation. They're going to start sounding like that as things improve. And it's going to get tougher to differentiate who's an actual person versus an AI. Again, for me, that particular thing isn't the problem. For me, the particular thing is the theft. But if the theft is masked well enough, it's going to start causing way too many problems. And I know, me being a fan of certain things, I typically have knowledge of those things to reference when I'm listening to someone's video or discussion. I usually have a reference point where I can say, that doesn't sound right, let me go check. Or, oh man, they completely missed this point here. Like, especially when somebody's doing like a documentary style video, you kind of don't want to have missed information like that. If you have somebody doing thought experiments, that's one thing. But if you have somebody going around trying to present themselves as a documentarian, I think that's the word. I could be wrong. I think that's the word. Hopefully I didn't make that one up. But if you have people presenting themselves as experts on making documentaries or making documentaries as an expert on a certain subject, and the person that isn't an expert can point out the issues with the expert, there's a problem. And it makes me think that some of the experts aren't actual experts, but people that are hiding behind utilizing AI to generate content. Again, I'm fine with people doing their own scripting and stuff. I just don't like the idea of people prompting AI to create things, and the AI has to take from people who already make stuff in order to put all this information together. Obviously, yes, people have to do their own research, and just using the AI to make the AI do the research is going to start failing, and we're going to have a lot more incorrect information presented, or again, information that doesn't tie into what you're talking about. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And while I don't mind people using AIs to do voiceovers for their videos and stuff like that, that doesn't bug me. What bugs me is what I said, the theft of stuff from people's videos. That is my problem. That is wholeheartedly my problem. I don't have an issue with hearing a mechanical voice go over some stuff from a comic book or a video game or a movie, television show, or a book. I don't have a problem with that, as long as I know that the person that used the mechanical voice is the actual voice of the information being presented. They have put their own interpretation into it and not just used an AI to do all the work for them. AI is a tool. It's a tool that can be used properly and improperly. And I think improper use of it is to just let the AI decide on everything. Because then you end up missing the nuance, you end up missing critical points that would be good to talk about, you end up missing things that are worthwhile in discussing because you're allowing the AI to make all of the decisions. And that's also not good for people, as I've said before. That is not good for people, because the less you involve yourself in the work, the more easily you mess up. The less you involve yourself in the work, the worse the work becomes. The quality drops. And yeah, refining AI is going to make this better, quote, air quotes there, but you're still going to lose the human element. And really, truly hoping that what I'm seeing gets nipped by YouTube ASAP. But I don't think it will. We're in for dark days ahead, people. But I'm done with this particular discussion. I don't want to prattle on too long, because it doesn't need a long discussion, at least not yet. So thank you guys very much for listening in. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me, and until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out, everybody.